Hello and welcome back to RALLYTOP Investing. Welcome back to another exciting video. In today's episode, I want to show you yet another trade breakdown. Alright, this is as a result of demand from our Telegram community. Okay, now in this year 2023, we want to be sure that you understand how to trade the market professionally. All right, at least if you can raise 500 professional traders this year, we'll be glad we achieve that feat. And therefore you need to be following our setups and our videos as we update. Now this this trade setup post is happening on our free Telegram channel. So if you have not joined our free Telegram channel, please make yourself available there. It is completely free. Okay, and if you are yet to subscribe to our YouTube channel, please do so just immediately so that you don't miss out of any of our video updates. All right, and smash the notification bell so that anytime we post a new video, you'll be the first to be notified. Okay, with that being said, let's jump into the trade of today. This is pound dollar 15 minutes time frame. All right, now I want to take you step by step from the daily time frame to 15 minutes time frame and to our entry time frame, which is the 1 minute time frame. So you need to pay attention. All right, as you know, like I said before, I am a day trader, so my higher time frame is the 15 minutes and my entry time frame is the 1 minute. But however, we need to see what is going on the higher time frame, like the daily time frame, for us to have an overall picture of what the daily time frame holds. Okay, now I want to tell you the diagram, the picture you see here, all right, is the post, the trade setup post that we posted on our free Telegram channel. This was done yesterday, Tuesday. Okay, now here we were looking at entering the market from here on the 1 minute. Okay, but this 1 minute setup failed, and the reason why it failed, I'm going to tell you as we get into the breakdown proper. All right, I tell you why this 1 minute setup here failed, but the 15 minutes point of interest held and caused price to drop massively. All right, now let's get to the daily time frame and see the general direction of the market so that we can be able to know what is happening on the higher time frame. So let's get there. Now, as you can see on the daily time frame, just like I said in our last video, I pointed out this high, that this is a valid high. I pointed it out in our last video. Okay, this is a valid high. All right, this is our daily high. Why is it? Well, I'm going to tell you why it is. I told you in the last video that we posted. Now, the reason why this is a valid high is because it took out this this liquidity here, like I explained in our last video. Okay, it took out this liquidity. So I want you to understand that I'm not going to be repeating myself over this daily time frame, but I just want you to know that this is our daily high, and as you can see, price went to that daily high and failed to take it out. All right, for this daily time frame uptrend to continue, as you can see, we are bullish. For this bullish structure to continue, we were waiting for price to take out this daily high. All right, but price got exactly to that daily high and got stuck there. All right, it got stuck there, meaning that it formed a double top here. Well, as you can see, this double top, all right, this equal highs signals that there is huge liquidity resting above this daily high. All right, but however, All that we wanted to know is to see whether price will break through this daily high, but as it is, price failed to break through. All right, now let us drop to our 15M and see what is happening on our 15M, so that we'll be able to learn from there. Okay, let me zoom out. Okay, so now as you can see, take a look. The last break of structure on this M15 time frame is here. It happened here. All right, it happened here. Well, whether that is a valid break of structure until I zoom in before I can determine that, because like I said, our real break of structure is with a candle body close. All right, so this is our 15 minutes high. All right, and as you know, I have told you in our last video that for a high to be a valid high, it has to first take out liquidity, and as you can see here, liquidity was taken out here, so that's not in doubt. All right, there was where is it? Liquidity was taken out here. Okay, so I want you to understand that liquidity was taken out. All right, thereby confirming this high as a valid high on the 15 minutes time frame. Don't forget that. That's on the 15 minutes time frame. Now this is the high of the daily time frame, and this is the high of the 15 minutes time frame. Okay, on the daily time frame, price couldn't break through, but now on this 15 minutes time frame here, as you can see, price broke and closed above it. All right, can you see that very clearly? Price broke and closed above it. All right, now after price broke and closed above it, all right, this now becomes, for this high, all right, for this high to be regarded as a valid high for the 15M. All right, remember, for the 15M, that is, for it to be regarded as a valid high, it has to take out this structure, this liquidity here. All right, once that liquidity there has been taken out, whether you want to call it inducement or not, but that is a liquidity, and that has been taken out. All right, once that liquidity has been taken out, all right, and then remember, we were expecting something like this here. We were expecting this other block here. Retail traders will be expecting this other block here to hold. All right, and as you can see, that OB failed. All right, that OB massively failed. All right, can you see that it failed to hold? All right, and therefore price broke through it. Now when price broke through that OB, all right, now take a look at what happened here. I'm going to play price. Let me take price out from here once again so that we can understand what we are doing. All right, let me say, okay, maybe from here. Okay, let's start from here. Okay, so immediately price took out this retail structure OB. Retail OB. All right, this is actually not an OB, guys. This is smart money trap. All right, I want you to understand that. So immediately after then, now look at price came down. All right, and then went up again. Remember, this candle here, all right, is an OB that has already been mitigated here. Because what you need to understand is where is the mitigation. All right, this candle is already mitigated here. Can you see it, guys? It is already mitigated here. All right, it's already mitigated. So this OB is no longer relevant for use. Now the next one that we can see is this one here. All right, take a look at how this candle, take a look at this. Take a look at this high, all the highs here. All right, look at how it took out all the highs there. Can you see that, guys? It took it out. All right, why did that happen? Why did they push price up and suddenly retrace on price? All right, retrace on this candle, and then at the end of the day they close below this high. Why did that happen? It is a sweep of liquidity. Anytime you find that kind of sweep of liquidity, all right, then this tells you, and remember again, this is a valid pullback. All right, this is a valid pullback. Okay, I want you to understand that it's a valid pullback, and therefore this becomes a valid point of interest that you can look to. You can look to trade from here. All right, this is a strong point of interest that you will need to look. If price should return there, all right, you want to take your trade from there. So that is how we come across, we identified our, that's how we identify our supply zone. All right, that's our supply zone. Okay, now as price came down, take a look. I told you, without a grab of liquidity, please do not do anything in the market. As you can see, the liquidity here was taken out. Take a look at this liquidity here. All right, it was taken out. You can call it anything you want to call, but that is a liquidity that has been taken out. All right, so that's liquidity taken out there. Now immediately after liquidity has been taken out, we are looking for price to come into this 15 minutes time frame. This 15-minute supply zone. All right, now remember, the smart money traders who don't understand how to trade the markets, they will say this is a break of structure here. Take a look. They will find this to be a break of structure. They will say there is a break of structure here. Okay, and because they think that is a break of structure, so they will mark here as their OB, waiting for price to come and tap them in and take them into the market. And let's see what happened there. All right, let's see what happened next there. Let's advance price and see what happened. Can you see what happened there? Price broke through the retail OB. All right, price broke through the retail OB. Now let's continue to play price. Our interest is that supply zone. If price can get to that supply zone, then we now know what to do. All right, we will now know what to do. That's our supply zone. Let's continue to advance price and see what is happening. Okay, so you can see price has tapped into that supply zone. We have gone too far. Let me start from here. As you can see, price tapped into the supply zone. Okay, price has come into the supply zone. So what are we to do? We are to drop to 1 minute time frame. That is our entry time frame, and see what price holds for us there. Okay, let's see what price holds for us there. So this is the 15 minutes point of interest, and so price has come into that 15 minutes point of interest. So let's continue to advance price and see what happens on our 1 minute time frame. Now remember, when price tapped into this supply zone and came down and went back up, I told you the first OB, that is the 1 minute OB that I showed to you that it failed. I said I was going to show you why it failed, so that you can also learn from the mistake I made. All right, now take a look. Let's continue to advance price. Remember, what you want to see here on this 1 minute, the structure you want to see on the 1 minute is this. This is the structure you want to see. You want to see coming down, taking out this low. All right, once that low is taken out, now you want to see something like this. Then you want to see this, and then you want to see this. All right, and then this. I hope you remember this pattern that I showed you in our last video. This is the same pattern, meaning that you are waiting for price to come and take out this low here. Once this low is taken out, you want to see this pattern play out. All right, but this is the first step for this pattern to work out. All right, I hope you understand what we are trying to say here. Okay, so let me take it out. So now, this low has to be taken out. This low has to be taken out. Once it's taken out, then we know what to do. All right, so let's continue to advance price. Okay, the low has been taken out. All right, once the low has been taken out, now what do? We want to find the liquidity that must be grabbed. So let's continue to play price. Okay, so you can see we have another structure broke this low here, all right, to the downside. That means that our liquidity, we want to see this liquidity being taken out here, all right. Once the liquidity is taken out, and then I marked this point as our OB. Please take note, this candle here, this is wrong. Don't make this kind of mistake. A lot of traders are making this mistake every day on the chart. All right, I marked this candle. Take a look at this candle, guys. Let me let you see it very well. Can you see this candle? This is not an OB, guys. Now, this is the mistake I made, and that is why this 1 minute setup didn't hold. This is not an OB. This is an inside bar. This is not an OB, guys. Okay, I want you to understand that very well. That's not an OB, but I mistakenly marked it as OB. All right, and that was why this very setup here failed. I want you to learn from there. So let's continue to play price and see what happened there. Let's see what happened there. You can see when price got there, price reacted and acted as if it was coming down. Why did that happen? It is because the smart money understands the trading psychology of traders. They know that they will identify this candle that I just showed to you as an OB, and that they want to place their sell orders from there, and therefore they want to induce more traders. They want to introduce more traders here to sell. All right, that's why you see this momentary movement down a little bit. But let's see what happened next. So can you see that price took it out? Price took it out completely. All right, so don't make that kind of mistake. All right, I just wanted you to understand that one first of all. All right, now, so that was null and void. Okay, that was null and void. Now price. Now let's remove all this one. Now I hope you are getting something from this video. Now price has violated this high to the upside again. All right, when price has violated it to the upside, where is our liquidity, where we are expecting price to take out first? I mean, where is our change of character, where we want price to come and take it out as per the pattern I just showed to you? This is where we want it to be taken out. All right, before we can know what to do next. All right, so let's continue to advance price. So as you can see, it didn't take it out. It didn't take it out. Instead, it broke this structure here. Can you see it? It failed to take out this to be chalk. And this is supposed to be the first step in the pattern that I just showed to you. All right. So, but it failed to take it out. All right. So it didn't work there. Now, this is what has happened here. We want to see this low now being taken out. All right, for us to confirm that this is a change of character. Now it has printed another high that took out this high. Take a look. Let me play this price from here so that you can understand what we are doing. This is the 1 minute entry that you should have taken. All right. Now let me say something here. I didn't take this trade. Please don't get me wrong. I didn't take this trade. Our Telegram channel community members asked me to do a video to show them how they would have entered the 1 minute the trade on the 1 minute time frame. All right, I missed this trade because as at the time this setup played out, I was busy doing some other things, and by the time I came back to it, I saw that price has already moved. All right, now here is what you should take note of. Take a look at this high, all right, this high failed to take out this low, all right. Now price went back up to take out that very high. This high was taken out. Take a look at it. This high was raided by this wick, and after price raided this high, price closed below it. Can you see that? Price closed below it. Now we are waiting. If price takes out this low here, all right, we will enter the market without necessarily waiting for price to take out liquidity. All right, let me show what the pattern we want to do here now is different from the other pattern I showed to you before. Now take a look at this pattern. This is what we want to happen here. We want to see this thing happen here, and then we enter the market from there. We want to enter the market from here. Take a look at this diagram. Is it not different from the first one I showed to you? Very different, of course. All right, it is different from the first one I showed to you. This one doesn't need to take out any liquidity. It has to go straight up and mitigate this OB here. Now, as you can see, if price breaks through, this will become our strong OB. This point here will become our strong OB. Unless price doesn't break this. So let's see. If price doesn't break it, then we need to rinse and start all over again. But for now, this will be my OB. This candle will be my OB. All right, so that will be my OB. But let's continue to play price and see what will happen next. Okay, as you can see, price has taken it out. Price has taken out that low. This is now known as chalk. I hope you understand that this is chalk. Okay, this is chalk. So price took it out. All right, now, so this is my OB. This candle here is my OB. But if I mark this candle as my OB, if I mark this candle as my OB, you can see that there is no imbalance. All right, there is no imbalance there. And once there is no imbalance in what you mark, the candle you mark as an OB, that OB is not a high probability OB. There are there are four characteristics of a valid OB, which I've said severally. If you go back to our YouTube channel, you'll find it there. I've said severally, I've named them severally, these four characteristics. All right, so I'm not going to go through them again now, but I'm just showing you that there is no imbalance here, and therefore we cannot use this candle, even though this is our right OB, but we can use it, all right, to enter trade from there. Now, instead of that, we move to the next candle, and as you can see, this next candle, well, this next candle would have been okay, because this other candle here is an inside bar. The low of this bearish candle, all right, is protected here, and the high is also protected. So this candle is an inside bar. So you can decide to mark this very bearish candle as your OB. That is, you transfer your OB from here to get what do you call it, to get imbalance. But as you can see, with this candle here, you cannot get the imbalance. So what do? You can now use this candle here, because after this candle, as you can see, after this candle, all right, you have a proper imbalance here. Can you see? There is a proper imbalance here. So we want to use that candle as our OB. That's the candle we want to use as our OB. Please take note of this thing I'm showing to you. All right, now, so we want to place our our sell position from there. We want to put our sell position here, because we want to sell the market. Remember, give your setup, give your stop loss a buffer. Don't just put it tight, because sometimes price can wick above it and then go your way and would have taken you out. So give a buffer to your point of interest. As you can see, I've given a buffer to that my point of interest. All right, and therefore, where are we going to target? Let's see where we can target. Well, the first target you can go for could be this target this here, or you go for this would have gone for this. If I entered this trade, I would have gone for this target, guys. I would have gone for this target. Okay, I would have gone for this target, and that would have given me about 8 hours. All right. So if you entered here and target this point, that would have given you 8% of your account. And therefore, if it goes your way, now let's play price and see whether we will be tapped into the market. All right, we don't know whether we will be tapped into the market, but let's play price and see. And let me do it so that we can be faster. Okay, so we are tapped into the market, guys. As you can see, we are tapped into the market. Like I told you, it wicked a bit above this. So if there was no buffer here, it would have taken you out of the market completely. Can you see that? If we did not leave a buffer, take a look at what would have happened. It would have taken you out of the market. Look at it. Let me show it to you. If we didn't put that buffer there, can you see what would have happened in the market? You would have been out of the market. All right, that is why it is important for you to give a buffer to your trade. Let it have a breathing space a bit, even if it is 1 pip. Let it have a breathing space. After all, our stop loss here, let's see what is our stop loss. Our stop loss here is only 4 pips, so you can even make it 5 pips. You can give more buffer and make it 5 pips, and which is fair enough. All right, so we said our target will be here. All right, and if it goes our way, we'll make 8% of our account. All right, so let's continue to advance price and see what happens. So as you can see, it smashed our target conveniently and comfortably, and even went further than that. All right, further than that. But if you wanted to trail, once it breaks structure, you can start trailing your stop. All right, this would have given you easy 8% of your account. Okay, now if we go to the 15M, let's even look at the 15M where we would have placed a proper target. All right, because this market is a bomber, guys. It's a bumper harvest. All right, look at it. If you wanted to really do, this is where you would have targeted. Your target would have been somewhere here. All right, but in order not to take a risk, take a look. If you targeted here, what would have happened? If you targeted there, then this would have given you 20 R. But the price get there. Let's even play price and see whether it got there. Can you see? It smashed your 20 R easily. All right, it smashed it over and above 20 R. This is the way you take trades in the market, guys. I hope you learn some new things here. Now, if you want to trade the way we trade at RALLYTOP, you want to master how we enter our trades at RALLYTOP, please take advantage of our VIP mentorship course. All right, our private mentorship course that is coming up. We'll open the gates to our private mentorship course by February, and we are hoping that we will be able to round off putting together the new rebranded mentorship content that we are putting together. We hope before then we would have been able to do everything. So you can take advantage of it. It comes with a bounty 25% discount. All right, I've told you the reason why I'm giving this 25% discount is just because of 2 reasons. 1, it is the first intake for the year 2023, and 2, March is my birthday, and therefore I'm offering you this my birthday present. After this, there will be no discount at all until December, Christmas period. So take advantage of this 25% discounted price and become a part of our VIP community. And if you are yet to subscribe to our YouTube channel, please do that just immediately so that you can get more of such videos when we upload. All right, and if you want to get these trade setups, we are going to be doing this every week. Okay, so belong to our free Telegram channel. I'm going to leave the links in the description, so please check it out. All right, guys, I see you in our next video.